The question was, ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You said 15, so 10. What about you?
I'd say an 8. There's a couple things I'd critique, but I think I'm pretty cool, so.
Okay, 8.
I see myself 10 out of 10. Who cares?
10 out of 10.
8.
8.
Considering my gender ambiguity, I'd say at least a solid
Okay,
6.
that was a good one. Wait, sorry, repeat that. At least what?
I'm at least a solid 6. I feel like that's safe. You know
Solid
what I mean?
6. Okay, because of the
It can
ambiguity.
go either way, you know.
Okay.
My pictures later should be interesting when we do the gender swap.
Have you considered?
Would you date yourself?
Have you considered poetry?
Just look the same. Maybe slam poetry. I feel
Slam
like that would be
poetry.
pretty exciting.
Okay, Felicity, what about you?
5.
5.
5.
I disagree
I give
with
myself
everyone.
a 5.
I feel like
Damn, bro, you guys
all the girls are
throwing
like
off my
10s.
5 though. What the fuck?
I know, you
Jim Bob?
devalued our 5s.
No, you
I
guys.
devalued your 5.
Yeah, I should be lower.
I
Felicity
diluted
over
it.
here. A little dilution.
Sorry, 6. I'll take a
Yeah,
6.
take a 6.
All right,
Felicity,
thanks.
take a 6
All
because
right, 6, 6.
I can't
Thank
be
you.
claiming
Yeah.
5 if I got. You know.
Well, no, you can take a lower though. You can go
I have
lower.
to go lower.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
I'm keeping my 5.
I'm happy with 5. Okay, wait. So hold on. Let's explore this a little bit. We have a 10 and a 10, and well, she escaped for the time being.
I think we're all 10s. We're
Yeah.
magic
all-
beings.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Well, so,
beings.
so
Literally everyone
are
here is
all men?
gorgeous.
All men are 10s?
Uh-oh.
No, they're not.
But are all here? Are all women 10s?
It's not about men and women to
But
me,
you
to be
hold on.
honest with
I'm
you.
a little confused because you said we're all 10s.
As a human being, we're all. That's what
Talking
I
about
mean.
physically.
Yeah, I'm talking about looks though. Ask everyone to rate their own looks. All
I think
caps.
it's very. It's very personal. It totally depends on your taste and what you look in and what you see. The taste of beauty in different people is different.
Well, so then you would acknowledge that not everybody's a 10 then.
Look wise?
Yeah, looks-wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
So
I
are
have my
you a
own
10?
taste.
But you're still a 10. Like
To
you're
my taste.
yourself. So you are you a lesbian or?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't
No,
know.
I'm
That didn't
not.
really make sense. So you're a 10. Okay.
I see
And-
myself as a 10, 10 out of 10 being that I'm trying to
No, but I'm talking about
be.
looks. So just to be clear, and this could be your answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, when it comes to looks, you consider looks to be 10 out of 10.
It's 7. If I want
Oh.
to be super honest, I would be
Well, yeah,
7 out
that
of 10.
ideally, honesty is pretty good. Okay, so not 10, now 7.
7,
You get a little
yeah.
pushback, not a 10 anymore.
It's not a pushback. It's about this table sees beauty and taste as whatever the media or the society pursues as beauty. I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm 7.
Okay, all right. Alien,
What's up? What?
10.
I guess so if you want to cap me at that, but I think I'm higher than that
You
for sure.
you go beyond the scale.
Yeah.
Why is 15? That seems very limiting.
It's beyond the scale. The last time because the last time that I came, I called myself a 12. And the way that everyone was trying to beat me down, it makes me feel like you're trying too hard, so I must be bigger than that. So I'm at 15, but genuinely, I think that's higher than that for sure. I genuinely like the way I look, so
I'm happy for you. That's
I am.
I miss why you call yourself alien, though. What? Do you
I
think
just
you're an
it's a
alien?
cute name.
Oh, okay. Because there are people who think they're actual aliens. I just wanted to.
It's like, have you ever heard like people call themselves Bug?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's such a cute name. I don't know why. It's simple, but it's cute.
Bug self.
Yeah, that's me, basically.
I'm going to do a couple quick shout outs. Guys, if you want 100% of your contribution to go towards the show, you can do so via Venmo and Cash App. 100% of your contribution goes towards us. YouTube takes 30%. Streamlabs takes like 3 to 4%. Thomas, thank you for the $10 or $7 on Cash App. Colin, thank you for the 10 on Cash App. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are legends. Thank you. That's Venmo/Cash App, whatever pod. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, like the video, please. Also go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow in the Prime sub over there on twitch.tv/whatever. Also, Reed is 100, TTS is 200. That's streamlabs.com/whatever. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Okay, ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7, bringing it back to you. You don't want to answer the question, or
Yeah, I'm not answering it. I already said I think it's degrading.
why would it be degrading?
Because I don't want to
Yeah, sure. I'll explore that.
subjectify myself to a number.
Okay, sure. Would you date a guy who's shorter than you?
I have.
I understand you have. Is it your preference?
I mean, I'm a sapiosexual, so if you stimulate me mentally, then it really doesn't matter your height.
Okay. So let's assume you have two men of the equivalent IQ and they stimulate you equally. One of them is 6'1", the other is 5'1".
I
But they're
mean,
otherwise exactly the same.
exactly the same, like facially and
Sure,
everything.
facially, penally.
Is there a word? Penal?
I don't
just
know.
made it up. I made it up.
Just checking.
Just made it up.
Okay.
I'm using it.
Do you take the 6'1" guy or the 5'1" guy?
That's not a fair question.
Thank you. Like, what is
That is-
happening
that
right
is
now? I
not
feel
a
like I'm
fair
getting
question.
fucking
How would that
roasted.
not be a fair question?
No, it's not, because
Explain how it's
two
not
people
fair.
cannot be the same. There's two different spirits inside two different
Sure.
person.
If you, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning?
What?
What?
Yeah. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning?
Hungry.
Okay,
Nicely
cool.
done.
So it's a hypothetical question. I'm asking her to engage in a hypothetical. So yes, I
mean,
agree.
You know
There's
how
not.
hard it is
You're gonna
to get engage in a hypothetical
Yeah, that's
question.
cool. But yeah, it's a
Spit in it.
hypothetical. So I'm just trying to, I guess, probe the worldview. Yeah, okay.
I mean, what are the chances? So two men.
Yeah, I know it's a hypothetical.
It's not literal.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you that like everybody's a unique snowflake, but like in this hypothetical scenario, granting that these two men are, I don't know, fucking they're identical twins, and somehow one of them got their height stunted,
Okay.
but they're otherwise exactly the same. Everything's the same.
What Brian is saying is that the preference itself is this sort of objectification that we can't avoid, that there's going to be some features about people that we're attracted to and we're going to be biased toward them. And in a sense, even before knowing them, we're going to make a judgment about them as
Based on
an
height.
object in space, really. If you're, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, if you continue to treat them like they're just an object, I would say, yes, your contention of objectifying people is wrong, but putting a rating on your preference, aesthetically, that's like imagine you did that with art. Like if you could rate art like 1 to 10, like would it be like degrading to the work itself? So I think that's like a 10. That's like a.
I think what's interesting about my answers is at least I'm consistent on the fact that I don't judge a book by its cover. I don't like doing that. I don't like looking at something and being like, this is what it is because this is what it
I
looks
don't
like.
believe you though.
Yeah,
I just
I
don't
know.
believe you.
That's fine if you don't believe it, but this is
I
my
just-
reality. This is my life. Like, I'm speaking about my life. You told me to be raw, be
Sure,
free.
absolutely.
This is what I go through.
But I guess when people say, "Oh, I don't judge a book by its cover," I just don't believe people when they say that.
I don't. I've dated a fat guy. I've dated a guy who's shorter than me. I've
Like
Yeah,
at first
but
glance.
and society would not think those things are
Yeah,
attractive.
but I don't think it's really a rebuttal to the question of, okay, do you have a preference for tall men? And you say, well, I have dated a short man. I don't really think that that's evidence that you have a preference or a lack of a preference towards tall men.
I don't have a preference at all. Like when people
Do you
ask
have
me,
no
like, "What's your
preferences?
type?"
Do you have
it's
no
all.
preferences?
I'm
Have you
sorry.
ever, you have no preferences?
No, when people ask me what's my type, it's more about personality. When I get down to personality and intellectual.
You don't have, like, for example, a racial preference.
No, I don't.
Okay, your husband, what was he? White, black,
Egyptian.
Egyptian? Okay. Your current boyfriend,
He
guy?
is mixed.
mix black and white, or
Yeah.
okay? Tiffany's dying to jump in on this one. I feel like. Okay, so you don't have any preferences.
No, I've dated a white guy. I've been interested in Asian men.
So you
Like,
date a dwarf
If he stimulated me mentally, I might. Yeah.
if he stimulates you mentally. Okay.
Yeah. If he interesting enough to talk to.
Now, but okay, again, let's say you have two options. One guy stimulates you. His stimulation mentally is a 10 out of 10, but he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
And then you have a guy, you know what, we'll change it. He stimulates you 9 out of 10, but he's 6'1".
Okay.
Do you pick the dwarf, the 4'10", 4'9", or the 6'1" guy?
But they both stimulate me a 9 out of 10.
No. The dwarf actually stimulates you more by 1 point. He's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
But the 6'1" guy, he's a 9 out of 10 in terms of mental stimulation.
I'm going to be more drawn to the dwarf.
Dwarf?
Yes, because we're having better conversations. Like, we're having better conversations. I could bond with the dwarf. Like,
He's on that 5 gum shit.
what?
How it feels to chew 5 gum, stimulate your senses.
That was our first joke.
I'm trying, I'm nervous.
No, I'm glad you're trying.
Give the comedian.
I'm glad you're trying.
I'm trying my
attempt was
best.
made.
I'm trying.
Would you be willing? What do you rate Donald Trump on a scale of 1 to 10?
What? He's funny. I'll give him that.
Did you vote for Trump? Are you MAGA?
I did not vote for Trump.
You vote? Are you Kamala voter? Or
I didn't vote at all.
Kanye? You voted for Tiffany? Voted for?
Kanye didn't run.
Oh, you
I
wrote
would've-
him in.
I would have voted
You
for
wrote
him.
him in though, right?
No.
On the write-in portion. No. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. She's a
What's
diehard
going on?
Trump supporter.
Not really.
Not really. Oh, the tariffs are getting you. Okay.
I also don't. I just want to point out that you said you don't have preferences. It's actually the case that you prefer people who stimulate you. You know, intellectually.
Correct.
You prefer. So you do have a preference. You're just saying you don't have a physical preference. And so you would go with the Tyrion Lannister if he was.
Who is that?
He's like the dwarf in Lord of the Rings. Like, you would go with him if it was a 10 out of 10 intellectual conversation versus like a protector, for instance, who only can stimulate you intellectually 9 out of 10. You'd go with Tyrion Lannister.
I don't even know who that is.
It's the
But
dwarf from Lord of the Rings.
But if in a situation where I'm having conversations with someone and
Yeah. So protection and the future, like the pragmatic future of this relationship working, you don't put your current preferences as something you're going to judge the future with. Like, for instance, don't you want a man who can protect you?
it'd be
needed?
nice, yeah.
Yeah. But you don't prefer that over Tyrion Lannister, who's telling you, like, having good talks with you. It almost sounds like
Wait,
the
but-
thing you preference is actually mostly what women refer to as like the friend zone guy, who's like, you can be friends with and they intellectually stimulate you, but they don't have the other aspect that you really need for a sustainable relationship, provider, protector.
All of those things matter too.
Well, they can't matter as much if you would take the dwarf.
I can't look at someone and be like, you can provide for me, or you can
look at someone and say, you could probably protect me or not, though.
you can do that, yeah.
Yeah, so Tyrion can't.
You judge a book by its cover.
You did. Nicely done.
Wasn't
How?
Tyrion Lannister from
Because if you-
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Wait, you said
What the
Tyrion.
fuck?
yeah, but you said Lord of the Rings.
Oh, sorry. I did. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to get it for that, yeah.
Because, like,
Purpose
at
of this
first
question
glance,
is
Hold
to
on,
show
hold
them
on.
how delusional women are. Stop falling for the bait. You are making us look stupid. You dig yourself in a hole and make women look stubborn and unreasonable.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Purpose of the question is to show men how delusional
What
women are.
question?
Oh, the purpose of the, I guess the rating the looks.
your looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Christine, thank you so much for the message. W female viewers. I think is Christine. That's a female name?
That was a critique
Yeah.
of
It
the
could
be.
questioner, right?
No, I think it's a critique of the
Critique.
failure to respond to the
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
Yeah. Why did we actually take the question and why did we answer that
She's saying you shouldn't have
You shouldn't
fallen for the bait.
Fallen for this bait of rating yourself for the sake of argument or just as a question that
No,
you
I
wanna
think
respond to.
I think she's criticizing the refusal to respond.
Okay.
Right,
Was it?
Christine?
I'm not sure.
No.
I believe
she has to
Christine,
send
we need
another
You gotta send
clarification.
another one. You gotta send another one.
But what were you saying?
oh, when we're talking about whether or not, you can just tell if somebody can protect you or not.
Yeah.
And that's judging a book by its cover, like, right away.
I mean, you brought up looking at someone
Tyrion
and
Lannister.
being able to say whether this person could beat someone up for me.
Yeah. Well, no,
But
yeah.
I was
essentially.
talking about judging a book by its cover in the sense of me liking someone. I'm not going to look at someone and be like, oh, you're 6'1", I'm gonna like you
I thought
because
you meant in general.
Well, that's why I brought it in, because when we're talking about seeking partners, there's a lot more than looks, right? But looks are included. It's not like it's not important. You know, if you're attracted, that would be looks right off the bat. But then you dig deeper. I'm just saying that one of the things, you would have to expand your preferences to be realistic, because if you valued being protected, you would have to then make a preference on how someone looked.
when I'm picking a partner, I don't. It's
Allah-
not top 5.
Well,
I'm not
Allah picks your partners,
Can
just to
you
be clear.
protect me?
Can you protect me? Oh, what? Okay, what? On the scale of value of a partner, how high is protecting you?
A 5?
A 5. That's objectifying men.
How?
Because you're looking at a
just
man and
asked
saying,
me.
"Oh, sorry.
What?
Can you look at a man and on the scale of whether or not they can protect you or not, give an accurate?
It's not on the list.
On a scale.
It's not on the top of the top 5.
I know,
on the
but no.
list.
But could you look at a man and give them a 1 out of 10 rating on how well they could protect you, from your view?
There's a lot of men who are tall and buff who can't beat up anyone, and there's a lot of men who are short
Dancers.
and not,
Yeah.
and can beat the fuck out of someone. So
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's more about the energy of the person and how,
I'm scared of dwarfs, so I'm actually
sense.
yeah. So my argument is actually toast, because I'm more likely to run from a dwarf.
They're shifty.
Are you actually like serious?
Yeah, I'm a little bit intimidated by
if
dwarfs.
a dwarf was running at you, like,
Interesting.
Yeah, seriously.
that might be an interesting situation.
Then they get in the trench coat. You know what I'm saying?
So,
That's insane.
let me see, more effort. Where are we?
Try to get a rating from her.
Yeah. Can you just give
I'm
a
not
rating? then?
doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay, rate me how well you think I could protect you.
I'm not gonna do it.
Come on.
It's just obvious.
Okay,
Don't negate my entire being.
Is it that rating a being? It's that it's a being that makes it wrong?
Yeah, I'm not gonna rate a human person.
What about rating their creations?
I hate that.
But
because as an
is that
artist, as a poet, I wouldn't want to insult
Are you
someone's
really a
art.
poet?
I am. It's on for all the research you did.
So she's
you
a
even showed
comedian
a
and
video
you're a
of me
poet.
performing, and you thought I was singing. I wasn't
Are
singing.
you a poet like she's a comedian? Underground?
No, I'm not underground. It's on Apple. You can literally Google. You can Google
has
me.
it on
You don't
there.
know.
All right.
It says musical artist when you Google me.
Man, okay, you crazy people there. Not you guys. Okay. You don't want to rate yourself? Will you rate Jim Bob?
No.
Will you rate me?
No.
Objectify me.
What if we give you consent to objectify us?
No.
Or degrade us? What the fuck?
I'm not even interested.
Are you okay with that? If she
Sure,
degrades you?
if we can get a rating system out of her.
Okay, well, we're gonna do this. 7 though, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Still
10.
Yeah.
Wait, can
I
you
mean-
tell me a guy who you think is a 10 in looks?
What?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really look at guys like that. You
Okay,
know what I
what-
mean? Like I'm
let's go
I'm
with
straight
trees. Let's
as
go with
fuck.
trees.
Rate a tree. Yeah, rate a tree.
Redwood?
Yeah.
Redwood?
Where do you put redwoods?
Yeah.
Cedar
not
tree? Do
rating
you
a
fuck
tree.
with cedar trees?
I'm not rating.
Are you a
tree
more
'cause I'm
like
not
eucalyptus?
fucking-
What the fuck?
Are you more invested than living trees? If you see a tree that's kind of dying, will you just kind of be like, it's not worth my time?
I think anything that's dying is cool.
Wait, I'm
What the fuck?
What?
Can I? Oh.
But I thought the difference
What?
between paper and the tree was because trees are alive and paper is dead.
I
and
mean,
you're-
but I just have like interest, right? So I just like, I have like wet specimens and stuff like that. So I just like
Tree.
morbid stuff. In
Have you
general.
seen the Tree of Life episode from Dragon Ball Z? Or wait, is that what it's called?
No,
Wait, hold
I
on.
don't watch anime.
Tree.
Can we specify
of
something?
life.
And I'm sorry if we already specified.
Tree of Might. Hold on. The Tree of Might. Did you see that?
I don't watch anime.
Sounds like it's worth it.
What was the bad guy from Tree of Might? Turles? Was that his name? Turle? Who was the bad guy?
Because you said that's from like Dragon Ball.
Anyway,
Z,
sorry.
right?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry,
Can we-
I'm autism.
Not watched
Can we
that.
specify?
It was Turles. Turles is the bad guy from Tree of Might, Dragon Ball Z.
Can we specify,
Go
and I'm
ahead.
sorry if you already did, but is there a sexual attraction to trees, or do you just bond with them?
No, I have a sexual attraction to men, but it's just I don't really like that many guys in general. What the fuck?
Does it have to be that long? Does it have to be that long? I thought it's gonna just be a...
What do you think about like if you look into the monitor here, you see all the palm trees and shit? Like,
Yeah, I
would
think they're
would you
gorgeous.
would you smash a palm tree?
No, I wouldn't smash a tree.
Okay, would
like
you
that's
hug it? Would you
that's
hug the
bad
tree?
for like your pH balance
the
or
fuck?
whatever. You know what I mean? So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I guess if you're asking me about a man, if I have to just throw someone out there, Adam Driver. I like Roger Waters.
I
Like
could
I
see
don't
that.
know. I like old ass men.
I have
so,
to
What?
ask you, the way you present yourself,
Yeah.
does that attract the kind of men that you?
Oh, I don't really
Want-
care.
No, I'm asking if it does, not if you care. Does it?
I don't care. I get whoever I want at this point, so I don't really think about it.
I have a question too. So if there's male and female trees, can they like reproduce? Is there a purpose
What do you mean?
to the different genders? Because trees have different genders, right?
Yeah, but I know like for the most part, the ones that you're seeing outside are males.
Is there a way to tell?
No, I just know it for a fact. Though.
So you support the male tree patriarchy?
No. What do you mean?
Should we allow male tree patriarchy?
I mean, no. I think that
Chop
we
'em down.
definitely should have like female trees like
Equal?
around. But the thing is that there's not a lot of female trees around because if it's giving out whatever, it's basically about the fruiting bodies, and the government really doesn't.
Should we
want that
intervene though
out here.
and make equality for trees?
I'm sorry.
Should we intervene as humans and
I guess so,
equalize?
yeah.
So half male, half female trees?
Half male.
Is that what you
half
want?
female?
How do we know
No, I
that
never said that.
they're
But I'm
mostly
pretty sure
male?
that that's possible. I'm almost 100% sure that that's possible because trees can like lend like their own power to other trees, especially if they're dying and stuff, and they can kind of morph. So it's kind of cool.
Excuse me?
All right.
I just really like plants.
Yo,
guys.
Super Saiyan, thank you for the gifted subs. Maybe it was because of the Tree of Might reference. Thank you, man. Appreciate the gifted sub. Going around the table, do you think you will be better looking in 10 years' time? Better looking,
No, I don't think that's how aging works.
okay? Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
Yeah, because I take really good care of my skin, my body, and everything. So, and I've just been advancing, so it's whatever.
Wait, sorry, but just not to be blunt, but how is all of the holes in your face taking care of your skin?
I mean, do they look rejected?
Well, no, it looks like an act against the skin on your face, though.
I'm still taking care of my skin. My skin is clear.
It's like
I don't know. Not in those spots, I would say.
No, it's still clear.
No, I would say everywhere where you have skin, you have clear skin. But where the things are, what do you call those things, by the way?
They're piercing.
Piercings. Though that part of your skin is not good for your skin. That part, right?
I mean, tell me how it's not good for my skin.
Well, I mean, anything that tears away at the fabric of your skin, we would say isn't good for your skin,
It
right?
doesn't matter. Like if you go to a hospital right now, they're gonna put a needle on you, right? So it doesn't really fucking matter.
I don't want them to do that, but
I mean, but they're going to regardless. If you get in a car crash or whatever, they're still gonna put an IV in you, right?
well, yeah, if you need to live,
But
but
that's, yeah, those are
Those are still
necessary
needles.
to
You're
keep
still
you alive.
disrupting.
you wouldn't
whatever.
want
It doesn't
them if
matter
you could
whether you're
but
alive
if you
or
could
not.
avoid the tearing of your skin, every medical advancement pushes away from.
I mean, it's gonna happen. Like it could happen to you regardless. Like whether your skin is like whether you're going out here living your life. Tomorrow you can be in a car crash, and that's like your
true.
whole fucking shit is like gone.
That's true.
So it doesn't really matter
All
to
the
put
shit.
all of
Whole
this
shit
like.
gone.
Wait, it doesn't matter how you
Doesn't
present
really
your face.
matter how you treat your skin like 100% like that. Like I take care of my skin, obviously, right? I don't have like bad acne.
It is obvious.
I don't have like pockets. Like I don't know how to like. express it, but I take care of myself still. So
Not you.
and it's
Sorry.
evident. So
Hey, can you stop?
Was a pen
My
twitch?
apologies.
Do you still have
I
your
wasn't
pen?
paying attention.
Oh, I thought it was a pen. I thought you were.
I wasn't paying attention.
thought you
All
were.
right.
Send out.
20 years time, better looking at 46. You're
yeah,
26.
probably, yeah.
30 years time, 56.
Yeah, I take care of myself.
40 years time, 66.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 29, better looking in 10 years time at 39. Into the mic.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm asking you what you think, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I understand you might not know, but what do you think?
I don't know. That's
Here,
my
kid.
thoughts. Like, that's
Okay,
the
I understand,
answer.
but what if you had a guess?
I don't know.
That's cool. Let's say there was a bullet to your, or a gun to your head. There's a gun to your head, and they're like, you get to, you have to answer the question, but if you don't, we're pulling the trigger.
But that's the answer to the question. I
Just
don't
to be clear,
know.
you'd rather like end your life than just answer the question, even if it's a guess.
Why?
By the way, that's-
Why
that
do
wasn't
I
a
get all the
threat.
hypotheticals?
That wasn't a threat, by the way.
No, like what is happening right now?
Because you just don't answer the question.
I-
Just
I
answer the
don't
question.
know.
I don't know is an answer too, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It literally isn't, though.
But I really don't know.
Why is it not?
Well, okay, here, fine. I'll ask some clarifying
10
questions.
years ago, I looked worse than I do now. So I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, given the trend of you looking better now versus 10 years ago, is that trend going to continue?
Who wants to say it?
Cool. Let me ask you a question. In terms of physical appearance, do you find people who are like 100 years old, are they typically better looking than, I don't know if you've seen like old, like photos of somebody when they're 100 versus when they were like 20 or 30 or something? Are they typically better when they're 20 or 30 or when they're 100?
Of course, they have change in appearance.
Yeah, what are those changes?
I mean, to society, they'd say negatively changed, they've aged. But you said 10 years. There are people who look amazing at 35, 40, like.
But I'm not asking you if you'll still be good looking in 10 years. That's not the question. I'm not asking you if you'll still be attractive. I'm simply asking, you're currently 29. At 39 in 10 years time, will you be more attractive, just as attractive, or less attractive?
There are people currently now who look better at 39 than they did at 29.
Yeah, that's
and there
not
are
the
people who
question,
look
though.
worse, though. You saying better?
No, but
worse or better?
I'm asking you about you.
Gravity.
I don't know.
Okay, how about this? Like if let's say you had $100,000, and here are the two betting options. One is X person going to look better at the age of 30 or 100, and you're a betting person. Like, you might say, well, it's possible for somebody to be better looking at 100 than they are at 30. I mean, maybe that might not even be your position. If you had to put your money on better looking at 30 versus better looking at 100, which one do you pick?
If we're going to have a debate, let's make sure the ages stay the same. So when you first asked me, you said 10 years time. If you said 100, I would have said, oh, I'm most likely going to look worse than I do now at 100 years old.
I'm just trying to see if you can come to a delineation when it comes to, like, yes, people tend to look worse as they age, generally speaking.
Generally speaking, yes, but
Okay.
you didn't ask me generally. You
Here,
were
let me
asking
ask you.
about
Let me
me.
ask it in a different way that maybe she'll answer it. If
Well,
it's
I did answer it.
if it's possible for you to look worse than you do now, or better, and you have command over it, what will you choose to do if you could act on it?
I would like to look better than I do.
Okay, so if you would like to look better than you do, and you thought, well, I'm going to commit to doing it, do you think you will look better if you thought you're going to commit to that? Do you think right now you will look better, given that you just said you want to? If you've acted on that want, are you saying that you will look better in 10 years?
I don't know.
Semantics.
All right, here. How about this? Let's do 20 years time. So you're 29, better looking at 49 than now at 29.
49, almost 50.
Yeah.
I think there does become a stopping age where it's just like regardless of what you do. So I don't know.
Okay, here's another way of asking it. How long do you think you'll keep posting the types of pictures that you do on the internet? Do you think you'll be posting those pictures in 10 years?
There's something for everyone. So I don't know.
So I don't know, yeah.
Okay. So How about 30 years time? Better looking at 59
Like
than now at 29.
Like I said, there is a stopping point where regardless of what you do, naturally gravity will take its course. So
Yeah, do you want to just answer the question though?
I don't know. Like, that's my answer. I'm giving you my
Just to
answer.
be clear, you genuinely don't know.
Most likely,
Hold on.
generally
you
speaking.
Don't, hold on. You don't know if in 30 years' time, at 59, 1 year away from 60, you don't know if you're going to be worse looking, better looking, or the same as you do now?
Listen,
I won't look the same. That's for sure. I'll look different.
What are the differences that are going to occur?
I don't know.
No, but like, okay, what have you noticed when you look at somebody who's older?
Like I said, I look better than I did 10 years ago.
Do you have a famous? Do you have a famous actor that you like?
No.
Halle Berry,
Yes.
Johnny Depp,
Beautiful.
Brad Pitt.
Holly Berry's beautiful. I'm
Okay.
aware of Holly Berry. She's from Ohio, too.
That's great. So have you ever? And you're 29, right? So maybe you've been watching like movies and TV shows for like over 2 decades, probably. You've probably seen some of your favorite actors age. Typically, are these actors like 20, 30 years down the line? Are they better looking?
Ashanti looks fucking amazing. I just want to say that. And I'm pretty sure she's pushing 45.
Oh, I thought you said Aaliyah. I was like, that she's dead.
Do you think Madonna looks good?
She's had surgery, so we don't know how she would have naturally looked.
She does.
I feel like
She does look better than before. Have
She
you seen
does.
her?
Yeah, she looks
I
like
don't
a.
know what she did,
she-
but man, she looks like 30 years
Who?
young. Madonna.
She just said Madonna looks good right now.
I mean,
See how you could
hasn't
just
looked
not
good
know
since-
what's going to take place? You just don't know.
All right.
I feel like you.
definitely doesn't
I
look
feel
her
like
age,
you
is-
do kind of
would say
know
the
because
point.
it's like with old people, you talk about them like they're a jalopy. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I think at an age, a certain age, there is like a stopping point. But he's
Yeah.
saying 10 years from now. That's the question. 10 years from
I
now.
was moving around.
Yeah. So, 100 years, absolutely. I don't think I
All
will.
right, and then final thing for you. You're 29. If we go back 10 years, better looking at 19 versus now at 29.
I looked worse.
So you're better looking now.
Yeah.
What were some of the changes that occurred? Because you know how you look now. You know how you looked at 19. So perhaps we can get some definitives on that.
I didn't take good care of my body. I was extremely skinny. My hair was a lot shorter. My skin, I had a whole bunch of acne.
Wait,
I
so
didn't,
you gained weight.
Yeah. And in my cultural beliefs, that's a good thing. So, just want to put that out there.
How skinny were you?
I was 116.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Your weight, what? You said 160 or
116.
and she's 5'5".
you're 116 now?
No.
Oh,
I was
back-
116
Okay.
before, yeah.
Tiffany, don't you have something on like? I saw that you post something recently about.
Yeah.
What is it?
I would consider that a glow down, just personally.
A what?
A glow down. Because you gained weight.
glow down.
Yeah.
I
Depends
just learned the
on
word.
where the proportions
Wait, but
go.
no, Tiffany, didn't you say?
That's
What
a
did you
new
say about
word.
like you wanting to be thinner? Can you explain that?
Yeah, my goal is to lose weight.
You don't want to have an ass
So
or
you-
boobs?
So you want to glow down. You don't want to glow up.
That's a glow up for me.
Would be for
Getting-
her
How
to
is it
lose
different
weight.
for
Getting
her?
skinny.
How's it different
I'm just
for her?
saying from my perspective, I consider that a glow down.
And for mine, if you got to your goal, it'd be glow down.
Okay.
Wait,
I
you're
don't
saying,
care.
from your perspective, if she got skinnier, it would be a glow down.
Glow down.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to see her thick Tiffany is what you're saying.
I think she just wants to see her
You
healthy.
want-
And
I think
I'd
she's
also
perfect
add,
as she is.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Like I don't think she really need. I mean, like
Yeah.
she said,
She
if
doesn't
she
need
would
to
like
lose
to,
weight.
then so what? But I think she's fine as she is. And
So if she
long
lost
as
more
she's
weight,
healthy, you know.
you're saying she would be less
I
attractive.
think it would negate from how she is now. Yes.
and I'd also
do you feel
add
about
Am I
that,
that.
not
Tiffany?
entitled to my own beauty standards? Like, why are you trying
I
to
didn't
shame
say
me?
you. You were just doing that to her.
well,
You did kind of just shame me.
well, I was just sharing my opinion.
And I was sharing mine. You were just
I
doing
mean,
it.
yeah, because you were offended by what I said.
I wasn't offended. It wasn't. You didn't say it to me.
No, you said that.
Stupid
You
cat
said you consider that as a glow down.
Yeah, and then you got offended by
And
what I
that's
said
what
about
she-
her,
and she
and
says-
then
I was saying the
you-
same thing you said to her. So
This is why women shouldn't vote.
Wait, Tiffany, are you
What
good?
I said. So
What?
you obviously got offended.
That's no. That's,
Look, let me
What do
just
you
say
mean?
this. Some women do look
Semantics.
better skinnier, and some women do look better thicker. I happen to look better thicker.
If you like to know, the standard for men is essentially, this is why age does matter, is that when we ask, when we're asking about looks from a male perspective, deep down inside we're actually looking at like fertility, like can you provide us children?
Yes.
So I do agree that health is considered for sure in that, but looks are too, and so is age. So it's all sort of like bundled together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can give like an exact thing of like that's the pinnacle of a beauty and health. There's probably some standard, but when you ask men, what we're really looking for is your ability to give us children. And the reason this question is asked so much is because a lot of the cultural aspects we talk about with women's behavior, pornography, liberation, all of these things, when women sort of like dedicate their lives to like 10, 15 years of liberation, they actually waste the time where you're actually the 10 for the men. Does that make sense? That's when we're actually looking to find you and settle down with you and have kids, but you kind of miss that window, and a lot of women are missing that window for really bad reasons.
To your boomer standards.
Boomer, yeah, to my boomer.
Tiffany, do you want to respond to Tiffany, I think you need to respond to Sammy here.
To
Her.
What?
There's a little. Do you think do you want to say anything to Sammy? She was saying that you're too thin.
that is
I mean,
not what
all I
said.
was saying is
not
that
what I
she
said. That is
seems
not
to get
what I
really
said.
offended.
She said you were too thin.
No, she didn't.
I didn't say that.
I mean,
you
that
just
was-
said that.
No,
Okay,
you just
she
said that.
said that.
You said fine. If she put on a bit of weight, it would be a glow down.
Was matching the energy
or
that
wait,
she just
no,
gave
it would
her.
be a glow up. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
No, she
Wait.
said if she loses weight,
It-
that
yes.
it's a glow down.
that's a glow up for her. That's what she said.
There's
She
no.
prefers-
They're saying there's no such thing as a
Wait.
glow up and a glow
Are you
down.
calling
Yeah.
Tiffany fat?
What?
Did you call her fat?
No, she called
don't
herself
think
fat.
So. She called herself fat because she wants to lose the weight. Apparently.
Yeah.
This is getting
I
way
didn't say
too
nothing
political.
about that. I said
I
she looks
think, no,
fine.
no. I think I'm pretty skinny, but I just want to be skinnier.
She wants to be
That's fine.
skinnier.
You can
yeah,
look
why
like a
are you
damn
hating?
orb if you
what's
want.
wrong
I
with
don't
what's wrong
care,
if
bro.
Tiffany wants to be a little skinnier? Huh?
She can.
Sammy?
Like I said,
and
she
you
could
just
be an
said that
orb
I called
flying
myself
by.
fat, but I never did.
I literally don't care, bro. I was just doing the same thing that you did.
You
to
gonna let her call her
because-
bro?
Why
You
can't
gonna
I
let
do
her
it?
call you? Is she your bro? Bro?
Wait, I have a question. How would you know the threshold of when it's a glow down for her?
How would she with her? That was
That's a good
matching the
question.
Same energy,
Say-
that's
yeah,
all.
but I just want to know how would
I
you know?
wasn't
Tiffany, how do
saying
you
it in
know?
a standpoint because that was how I felt. I
Okay,
said
that's
it
fine.
because I wanted
You were
her
mirroring
to,
her.
Exactly.
Okay. How would you know it's a glow up or glow down for her?
Based on her BMI, I guess.
I would consider.
That's a decent.
If you lose, go below 16.5, I would consider that a glow down.
Okay.
But I think 116 for a 5'5" is like about average or maybe slightly below average, like weight wise, like underweight.
Yeah, it's underweight.
Right, that's like slightly underweight for 5'5". I think like ideally.
Yeah, it is.
What would be
It
a-
would be too skinny.
Tiffany,
Yeah,
what
and
would be a
that's exactly
glow
what
up
she
for
said.
Sammy?
Huh?
What would be a glow up for Sammy?
Are you even okay with that question?
I can
I think
honestly
she
care
is.
less. I think I'm just fine how I am.
In terms of weight,
Like, what do you think is a glow up for Sammy?
like in terms of how
Like,
much weight she should lose, or
Yeah.
what?
what do you?
Well, I don't know her weight, so I don't know.
I mean, just like eyeballing it, I guess.
What's her BMI?
Are you like studying nutrition?
Yeah, right.
I'm into that kind of stuff, but
Oh
Is it-
yeah.
She's
Okay,
into
you
it.
can tell me then, because
Go ahead.
I'm 4'10" and weigh 93.
I mean, honestly, that's a bit heavy, to be honest.
Oh my God, are you dead ass?
No, he's not. He's being
It's a
sarcastic.
little-
Not. She's gorgeous.
you should probably join Weight Watchers.
Actually,
to be
my
honest.
underweight limit is if I hit under 75, that's bad.
Okay, I can get on board. I
Yeah,
can get on
that's-
board with that.
Yeah, so I'm
But-
fine, honestly. I'm in the middle.
I
Wait,
just feel like you should.
you're
lay off
4'10"?
the
Yeah.
hamburgers and burritos.
Not offensive, but isn't that legally?
It's legally
you
a dwarf,
dork?
but I don't.
I was
have,
gonna. Thank you for
I don't
saying
have a
that.
disorder though. I'm just that short.
That's so cute.
when I saw her, I was like, "That's Brian's type." He always talks about loving dwarfs. And
As far as glow ups, you guys were just talking about health and weight, but how do you ladies distinguish between glow up and glow down when it comes to like altering your face and your body generally?
I feel like it just depends on how that person feels about themselves, to be honest.
So you know that like cat lady who mangled her face and she just looks like some sort of crazy cat? Is that a glow up?
I know who you're talking about.
Is that a glow up?
I mean, yeah. I mean, she's happy with the way that she looks. You know what I mean?
How do you know?
Because she said it herself.
That's a war on.
How do you even define? How do you even define a glow up? Is it how you feel
I'm letting the
inside,
chat
or
come
is it
through
how?
real quick. I'm going to let this come through because it's. I apologize all off for the delay on this.
And do not approach immoralities, what is apparent of them and what is concealed. Indeed, Allah does not like immoral behavior. Surah Al-An'am, 6 to 151.